Watford, Manchester United. Let's go, United!
See!
Salam sejahtera and welcome to JomUnited. We are a Malaysian Manchester fan channel. Yes, dengan bangganya Buatan Malaysia. If you are new to our channel, do the usual YouTube stuff to support the channel. Like, share, subscribe and turn on the bell notification. Also, don't forget to check out our Telegram group. Links in the description below. Alright, guys? Okay, so international break, 2 weeks over, done and dusted. I think this time around, personally for myself, right? I think I needed that 2 weeks lah to get away from football totally. So pretty much there was not really much content coming from Jom United, but then understandable lah. There are already so many other channels doing the same thing over and over again, and it got a bit toxic for myself lah. I couldn't really stomach it lah. So guys, Raj, I can see you today a bit serious, but at least you got somewhat of a smile today. How are you feeling, brother?
I'm feeling good after meeting the JomUnited family last weekend for futsal. I think it was a much needed break meeting them. Really glad to meet you guys. Those who made it, fantastic. Those who can't make it, we will have future sessions. Please join us and let's have more fun. I think that was the biggest break that I needed for last week. As for the game, I think, to be very honest, I've given up on Ole and United quite some time ago. I'll be
Right
very
from the
honest.
start,
Yeah.
bro. From the start.
I have given up long time ago, so I'm just hoping that Ronaldo bangs in one, 2 or 3 goals, whatever it is, and let's see what happens. Sometimes it's now becoming more like the towards the tail end of Mourinho, towards the tail end of Van Gaal, Moyes time, where you have to like put your hands and hide your face when watching a game. That's how it feels these days. It's that bad. So I'm not really hoping that much. Let's see what the lineup comes up and what we have in store. That's all I can say.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Speaking about the futsal game that we actually had, right? We actually organized. All right. So there's a video clip. Check it out. All right. Made by one of our Jom United guys. All right. Appa, very nice work. Check it out. Links in the description below. All right. So, but then yeah, Jom United. Yes, we are all passionate fans, but we are realistic fans lah. That's for sure lah. I don't think any of us would be like super like, oh, let's go United, super gung ho and super positive. I think even there are still Ole Iners in the community and whatnot, but I don't think every one of them can really sincerely, full-hearted, 100% go in with the 100% positive mindset. What do you think, Josh? And how are you feeling after the international break?
I wish the international break is longer lah. As you can see, still with my Dutch jersey. This is one of those weeks.
Hey, congrats on qualifying for the World Cup, bro.
We'll
man.
see you guys in Qatar, man. This is one of those weeks where I hope the international weeks were longer lah, because I look forward for that more than the United game for now. But you know what? Today sounds like a very interesting day. In terms of with all these news around that, when the big might start. So I'm really keen to see in the next 4 minutes what the lineup will be. And yeah, I'm really excited for today's game. And hopefully we get the 3 points lah. There's no reason why we shouldn't get the 3 points against Watford lah. I don't know what else to say if we don't.
Okay, let's how to say let's address the elephant in the room, the white elephant or whatever it is, white tiger or whatever, the phoenix, unicorn, whatever lah. Okay, many fans already say that most likely this game, these 3 points should be in the bag. Okay, but regardless with this, right, it doesn't mean that it's all gonna be back. Like Oli at the wheel and stuff again. Like we gotta be realistic. Like that is the thing. Realistic FC. Now that's the new fan club, Realistic FC. Right. Okay, wait. We got a comment here by Brian Lee. Are we going to be a mid-table club soon? I don't know. I still think that we will somehow still finish in a top four, Raj. I mean, you mentioned you have given up, yes, but you didn't really go into detail. What have you given up on? Top four, I'm sure we can still hit top four, right?
I think top 4 is still attainable because the start of the season, I mean, I did make a remark saying that we should challenge for the title with Ronaldo in the team and all. And then we should have back our manager. This was all my statements from the earlier season. I never forget all that. But still, that gaping hole in midfield that we have, that one big hole in that center of midfield, is costing us time and again. and Ole's reluctance to drop his favorites FC, as it
You
has been
forgot.
going on. I think yesterday
Bro,
they
you
came up
forgot
with a
Maguire.
statement
Maguire.
on
You
Harry
forgot about
Maguire,
Maguire.
him backing up his captain uh, to the core, saying that there is no player with a character like Maguire. Yes, there's no player with a character like Maguire who's causing us game after game and still playing. That much I agree, lah. Maybe they misquoted him or what. But what I've given up is I've given up a title challenge. I don't think we will be in a title challenge this season. Top four is still attainable. We'll be fighting with Arsenal for top four, as usual,
That is
as
not
always, every
an
season.
achievement. It's not an achievement, mind you. It's
And
not an achievement, right?
if we feel that is where this club is at, then I have very close friends who are also Arsenal fans all these years. I think I feel their pain now, because most of the United fans are starting to become like those Arsenal fans, where they feel top four is okay. Not all, but there are people who are saying, oh, it's still a rebuild. 3 seasons, guys, come on.
There's no more
If the
rebuilding.
rebuild is
There's
still
no more
going on for
rebuilding.
more than 3 seasons, we gave up in Mourinho after the third season. Why should we give the Ole the benefit of the doubt after his third season? And Mourinho won us 3 trophies. That's the best part, right?
Okay,
He won us trophies after trophies.
Okay, we got a comment by Vimal Vanrash. If you are the Manchester United manager, what will you change in the club? But wait, before that, right? Let me just say one thing, lah. Okay, I mean, a lot of us now, again, realistic FC, right? We all know that maybe this job is too big for Ole to handle. But then for him to actually, how to say, quit right now. I mean, he cannot sack himself. Like a lot of people say, he cannot sack himself. For him to actually get sacked or quit right now, it's very hard to find a replacement also. So we have to be realistic in that sense also. Yeah, I know we were also pissed off the last, 2 weeks ago, we wanted him out immediately and stuff. But then, yeah, be realistic about this. Okay, assuming that right now you're Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Okay, I know that, okay, maybe you don't like Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. You're some other manager who took over. What would you actually do to change the club?
Change my
Josh.
captain.
We go with Josh first. We go with Josh first because I know what you're going to say. We go with Josh first.
Okay, I leave that piece for you, lah. I think you're more passionate than me about the captain. But first things first, I need to at least, think about the formation. Think about the center midfield, number one. Because the center midfield is actually the dynamics of the defenders and the forward. The two center midfields is basically the gaping hole, lah, as we all know. If I was Solskjaer and I was in that shoes, right, I will definitely change my two center midfielders and the formation. Well, we tried the formation the last time, the three at the back. Without Varane, we are not able to execute that. That's quite obvious. But you know what? If I know that my 4-4-2 works or my 4-2-3-1 works, I don't mind doing that. But just change the two middle person. McTominay and Fred may not is not our solution. They are not Manchester United players in a sense that they are not high performance players. We need to change that. They are the engine room. If we really want to compete with the top four, look at their center midfielders and look at ours. We are nowhere close to them. So that's for me. I will change my two central midfielders.
Okay, but by the way, the the team news is already out. So the first team, Potong's team, Van der Beek not playing lah. Straight to the heart for you lah, Josh.
Oh my god, why?
Van der Beek,
So
is that even a surprise, guys?
yeah, I was really hoping. I mean, it's sad
I
to
had
say,
hope,
right? But
lah.
yeah, one of the things that I was actually looking forward to is actually Van der Beek playing. Van der Beek playing, and then hopefully he performs and whatnot, right? At least somewhat of a relief or distraction for, a positiveness for us fans, lah. Okay, so the lineup is out. De Gea, Lindelof, Maguire, Ronaldo, Rashford, Bruno Fernandes, Shaw, Sancho, Wan-Bissaka, Matic, and McTominay. So, Said, how are you, my friend? And what do you think about the lineup?
I was really really happy for the international break. First time I enjoyed this international break.
Yeah, same.
I was not looking forward for the matches, but now it's already the match day. Let me check the lineup. I mean, okay, McTominay. Oh, Matic is starting, so that's a good thing.
Yeah, okay lah, I guess.
Wan-Bissaka, Sancho, Shaw. So let's see what formation they say. But it looks like a double pivot. I think it's 4-2-3-1 with Shaw, Lindelof,
4-2-3-1.
Maguire. Yeah, Shaw, Lindelof, Maguire, Bissaka at the back, Matic, McTominay as a double pivot, and Rashford on the left, Sancho on the right, Bruno and Ronaldo. So I think the attack looks okay. I hope Matic will bring more stability to the midfield. And yeah, I think Watford should be an easy game because we see their form is not good. They are losing like matches here and there. So I think it should be fine.
But we got to be careful of Josh King. Josh King scored. I think that was like what, last game, or is it
Joshua
2 games
King.
ago? Yeah, Joshua King, the one that
Got a
Ole
hat-trick.
wanted. Yeah, he
And
got a
then
hat
there's
trick. So
another.
you got to be careful.
Then there is
Side.
another guy, Ismail Sarr, I think.
Yeah,
Side.
exactly.
You know, right? Aston Villa only beat us. We were the last team they won,
Yeah.
and their
Ah,
form was that bad.
And then they sacked the manager.
exactly.
So-
I don't know. Okay, wait, guys. Let's not talk anymore. Don't make me cry, wait. I mean, we just got back after the international break. Don't make me cry, wait. Serious. Okay, maybe just to add on to that. Okay, Raj, based on just now what I was asking Josh, okay, as the Manchester United manager, okay, you're assuming whoever it is lah. I mean, assuming you're Conte lah. Okay, let's not talk about only your Conte. You managed to take over lah. What would you change within the club?
I'll drop Maguire. I'll play Phil Jones. I'll be very honest. I'll play Phil Jones with Lindelof and Eric Bailly as a defensive three. Play two proper wing backs who can cross the ball. Alex Telles and Dalo.
Dalot.
I think they can cross the ball. Or play one Bisaka with Lindelof and Eric Bailly. I'm not going to play Maguire at all because I don't think he deserves to start. Van de Beek and probably Van de Beek and as well, someone who can really move the ball. Van de Beek and even Scott McTominay, because if you have three at the back, I think Scott McTominay will work fine. But Fred and Scott McTominay don't work as a pair for me. And they should start with two up front. I think Cavani and Ronaldo should start together. And then second half, probably bring in Mason together with Rashford for that matter. So you can have two strikers who start the game and two strikers to finish off the game. But knowing Ole, his substitution will be late. He won't drop away from his favorites. It's going to be the same old nonsense. I think just now that lineup actually proved our point. All those fellas who are off form are still playing.
Yeah, it's sad.
Probably
It's sad.
Fred didn't start today because he's tired after coming back from Brazil. That was the only reason he's not starting. I can tell you on top of my head that would have been the excuse. So for all the other players, I think until and unless Ole is the manager, I think players like Van de Beek and all should be looking for greener pastures, man. To be very honest. Tak payah nak duduk sini buat bazi masa lah.
He's leaving for sure lah. By January, he's definitely leaving.
But we hold that thought. Just remind me. Let me just put a note here lah. Hold that thought because I want to get back to this later. All right. So Brian Lee actually commented, Watford easy game. Do you know what happened when we faced Young Boys? 2 words. AstroTurf, or is that 1 word? 2 words. AstroTurf. Okay, let's just assume it's the AstroTurf lah. All right. Okay, my question, right? This one goes to Syed. All right, because before you came on just now, we were talking about this. Realistically, right, Ole Gunnar, I mean, he can't sack himself. And then I think for him now to actually step down in the middle of, supposed to happen, I mean, like a few weeks ago, probably, yes, when there's people like Conte waiting to take over. There's no proper replacement at the moment. Okay, so maybe what do you think if Ole stays and then we do something about the coaching team? We like fire McKenna or whoever it is, Mike Phelan, give him a plane ticket, go back to Scotland or wherever he's from, and then we get new proper competent people in the coaching team.
But sadly, Dom, this is not going to happen because I heard like McKenna and Carrick, they're also getting new contracts with United. So I mean, like we are sad about Ole, but we have to be more realistic. Like what is the status of the club? The status of the club they are happy with Ole and they are even happy with the management and the team of Ole. So they have a faith with them. They want to give them a time. So let's give them a time and then see what will happen. But the least what I expect from Ole is to at least go in January and buy a proper midfield. We have seen enough of McFred. They are playing 2 for 1 position. We are wasting 1 position. So at least they both should sit on the bench. They can sell them or whatever they want to do and at least buy a defensive midfield, a proper defensive midfield, even if it is Declan Rice, who I think Declan Rice has the most progressive passing in Premier League right now. So you expect someone not only to do the tackling because this is the most important part of the pitch. And I agree with Josh when I joined the call. He was saying like, this is the more important position. This position can help your attack. This position can also stabilize your back also. So these days, DM is the most important figure or the most important position. And we are suffering from this position all along, all the way since last season until now. So at least for Ole to go in January and buy someone who can fix this problem. This is the least expectation from me, from Ole. And lots of players we need.
Yeah, that's the thing because on paper now, right? I think this season is one of I would say the best season on paper that we have a strong squad, the strongest squad that we ever have ever since Sir Alex Ferguson. But then, right, taking into I mean consideration that Paul Pogba is, I think he's gonna leave, right? Right, ambassador.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think he's going to leave, right, ambassador?
Most likely.
Okay.
Yeah, most likely.
Yeah, and then people like Paul Pogba and then Van der Beek uncertain, most likely going to leave in January. Anthony Martial. I mean, regardless, he's I still consider him an asset lah. Regardless
Yes.
lah. Okay, people like that they're leaving. I think we got like 4 or 5 players probably they're going out.
Jesse Lingard.
Jesse Lingard,
also.
yes, which I want to bring
Yeah.
up that he actually posted on his Insta story. Is it yesterday? The West Ham goal celebration and whatnot. So
Yeah.
stuff like that. Like you can see this kind of unrest in a team and whatnot. So moving forward, Josh, I mean, what do you feel about all these things happening at the same time?
Yeah, I think if all this is happening, I think it's for their own personal reasons, also personal gain. World Cup is next year. They definitely is in their peak of their games as well, peak of their age, I would say. So they definitely need the biggest contract. Like Pogba, this contract will determine his biggest contract throughout his whole career. He's actually at like 28, 27, I think. Yeah, if you don't, and to be fair to him, if we are on his shoes to gain like the boost value of a contract, I don't blame him for asking for 500k lah. But do we want to give him? Of course not, right? Based on what we do, but we don't blame him for getting him the best contract that he have. But despite all that, it could be a fresh start for us also lah. I mean, I also like a few other players outside that could come in, young players, like example, if Van der Beek, Pogba, Lingard goes, I like this particular player called Danny Olmo. He is like particularly he's like an energizer bunny lah. He plays every game, he with 110%, and I think it will be a fresh start lah. If someone were to help Ole out, I think will be fresh 2-3 players and a defensive midfielder. If Ole really want to stick in and trying to make a change for the club lah, because with the current players, he's definitely getting a division of team members for sure, and that's why the people are also starting to leave the club. So and it's fair to them actually if all that happens. So good luck to all of them lah, and I really hope that this works out for Ole lah. If looking at it, he's going to stay for the season lah.
Okay, we got a comment here by Vimal Vanresh. I'm going to point these to Raj. To be honest, why do you think Phil Jones is better than Harry Maguire?
I think the ball boy is better than Harry Maguire. Not just Phil Jones. Harry
His
Maguire
reaction time is faster.
No positional sense. He's not taking ownership as a captain. I'm not talking him as a centre back. Okay, you scored 2 goals for England against Albania and San Marino. I think.
Oh my God! Yeah.
Teams, right?
Let's not talk.
And then all of a sudden now you are the greatest centre back in the whole universe. Is it? No, Albania. I think if you watch the Albania game, I think Smurf watched it and Smurf also commented the same. Shout out to Smurf there. That he almost cost Albania so many goals if it's not for Jordan Pickford. So as a centre back, you're not supposed to be scoring goals. You don't want him scoring goals. Take ownership of the centre back position. Take ownership. You are the captain. When a ball comes, don't run hiding behind the next player or don't run backwards. Run forward, take the ball and say, that's mine. I'm taking ownership of the ball. That is a captain. That is a centre back. Virgil van Dijk, I don't like Liverpool. But I have respect for players like Virgil van Dijk because they can take ownership of the ball and say, look, that ball is mine. I'm taking that ball. I'm the captain in the centre back position. Regardless who's the captain in the team, I take ownership of it. That is what a centre back should be doing. We signed him more expensive than Virgil van Dijk, and what is he doing? He's hiding behind other players. And he's costing us all kind of silly goals. That is the whole issue with Harry Maguire. It's not that Phil Jones is better. At least Phil Jones will throw a head into the ball, man. Seriously.
Although it looks ugly lah.
Yeah.
But then he
will throw a head into the ball. Heart-wise, I think Phil Jones, you cannot question. Definitely.
Okay, we got a comment from SPMU, I think. Please, no more Energizer bunnies. True. I don't want another Fred, which is very true. Wait. Josh, I think sometimes maybe your statement you don't how to say agitate the viewers. You were agitating me. I was like, Energizer bunnies, 110%. Haven't I seen and heard that before? Oh my God.
No, he works more than Pogba lah. That's what I meant lah.
And then with the brain also. And with the brain also, not
Oh, with the
like
brain
Fred.
also. Okay. Next time put it that way, lah. Don't confuse people. Okay. Another comment by Vimal Vanrash. I'll point this at Said. Do you think that we should change Victor as a CDM?
Victor Valdez, Victor Lindelof, which Victor?
I will probably
Victor lah,
talking
bro.
about Lindelof lah.
Lindelof lah.
Yeah.
Victor Valdez
Yeah.
familiar.
Lindelof.
I don't think so. I don't think so. Even though he's a good ball playing player, he's the ground duels he won more than Maguire and more than par to par with Varane. If you compare the stats of Varane and Lindelof is as good at Varane when it comes to the ground duels. But it doesn't mean that he can play as a CDM. CDM itself is a whole different role, is a whole different scope we are talking about.
Sorry,
Okay,
Dom, I just wanted to
Yeah,
add
go
on
ahead.
that. Yeah, I just want to add on that. You know, even for us to even consider like Lindelof as a CDM, that's how bad our club is, you know. And we are
Yeah.
supposed to be the best club in the world, you know. And we
Yeah.
should be having the best players in the world in our club. To even consider with the numbers of CDMs we have, and we're still considering a centre back to be a CDM, that's how low we went, lah. And you
Yeah.
know,
Then-
we shouldn't be even considering. You play
And
your
then
position at
it's-
your best, lah. Actually.
Yes, the sad thing is we get the players to play at their best position. I think
Correct.
it was Mourinho, whoever it is, they try and put players at certain positions but they are not supposed to play and whatnot, right? I mean, come on, man, we are Manchester United, man.
Like
Okay, we have
Sancho in
this-
right wing back, lah.
Yeah, exactly. Lucky we don't see that today, man. Lucky we didn't see that today. Well, that is ridiculous, lah. Oh my god, if that happened, man, that would be crazy, man. Okay, we got a comment here by Darsilan. Okay, do you guys realize that this is almost how the team is like, how it was under Mourinho towards the end of his reign? Okay, follow up. The whole club seems toxic right now. Actually, we can actually see, a lot of passionate fans. I can really say, like, even myself as well. I think we are at that place whereby, I don't know, we love the club so much, but at the same time we are so tired, we are so like deflated, we are like running on empty already. And then it's the international break. I mean, it's over. I mean, usually, right, I mean, we talk about like when Ronaldo came back and whatnot, we were so pumped up and whatnot. This time around it feels like, it's like we are hoping for another international break, but it wouldn't happen for the next 4 months, or I think all the way through already, right? Said?
Yeah, and like one more thing to add here about comparing the time when we sacked Mourinho. The time we sacked Mourinho, the last game was he lost against Liverpool away, and then Shaqiri scored some goals, and then it was the last game for Mourinho. And then the interesting thing is, when we sacked Mourinho, our recent form was we lost 6 games out of 8 when we sacked Mourinho, and right now I think we have lost 5 games in the last 7. So God forbid if we lose today, then exactly the same situation when we sack Mourinho. So I mean, it's just like he's an ex-player, he's a legend, he scored the 99 goals, so he get other privileges which Mourinho didn't get. But the state of the club is still the same. We talk about the rebuild, but this is not a rebuild. I would say we are exactly at the same stage, but considering we have spent more money, we
Yes.
did more mega transfers, so we cannot compare what Mourinho did and what Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is doing. It's just like there is no rebuild. I think he took the club backwards rather than rebuild.
Okay, guys, I think I'm going to step away from, a bit of this, there's a lot of toxicity, negativity and whatnot, because if you want to listen more about all this kind of stuff, there are so many other videos by other channels and whatnot talking about all this kind of stuff. So let's just step away. Okay, as a United fan, right, I'm going to ask Raj lah. Okay, so maybe we do a round robin. How should we approach this while still, being a United fan, and then at least we can somehow get some peace in our hearts? You know what I mean? You know what's the meaning of my question? Yeah. So you go ahead first.
We just enjoy Ronaldo's return to Manchester United. I think that's how every United fan can take it, because based on the lineup and certain things will not change. I think as much as I can sit here crying that Maguire should be dropped and McFred should go away and whatnot, we can foresee that is going to be happening the entirety of the season. So the next thing that we can hope for is for Ronaldo to actually play better, for Mason Greenwood to actually develop further. Although I know it's a bit of a tough ask. Rashford actually, as he returned, he's been okay. So, and the other things we can only hope we can only hope some miracle someday. I think Ole wakes up in the wrong side of the bed and decides to do things right So until and unless that is done, we just hope and have fun so long as Ronaldo is with us, and enjoy the glory days that he brings as much as he can. So that's how I'm approaching it, game after
Okay,
game.
we got a comment by Brian Lee. Be open. If we lose, don't be surprised. If too stressed, call befrienders.
Thanks,
This
Brian.
guy is classic, man. Okay, Josh, how about you, Josh? Words of advice, words of wisdom to the viewers? Josh. Oh, Josh hang at the right time, I guess, for him. Okay, never mind. Say it. Come on, man, say it.
I mean, it's really hard to think something positive right now. I mean, I should be talk about like looking forward for the games and everything. I think in the last video before the international break, I was really sad, disappointed. I think my state of mind is still the same because today is match day. But at least what I can expect from this club and what I'm looking forward is the January transfer window. At least, for example, like in the summer, we already knew when the season ended that we really need a CDM. So CDM is the position which I'm really looking forward for Ole to fix. And like all of this pre-match interviews from Ole and the players, they always say you will see the reaction, we will bounce back, it's fine. I mean, okay, football is a game, one team lose and one team win, and sometimes it's a draw. We can accept we can lose with Liverpool, or we lost against City, or maybe we are losing against small teams, but at least try, at least give a shot, at least bother to win. This is what personally I want to see. Like, for example, we playing away, we are playing home, we are playing against a big team or a small team or Europe. At least every game the energy should be at least go for the win. This is what we are expecting, regardless of the result. Even if we lose, for example, 1-0 away from home, it's fine, it happens in football. But when I will see that players are giving their energy, their everything to win the match, to win the balls, to win the tackle, to save the ball, to make the crosses, this is the match performance. It's most I'm looking forward right now, because the expectation of winning the trophies is already gone. When we signed the Ronaldo, we were excited, okay, now we're going to win all the trophies, Ronaldo will outscore Salah right now. But things are not working in favor for us, but because of a lot of things, and because of one obvious reason, which is the manager or the person who is in charge.
Yep. Actually, in a way, I agree. Okay, we got a comment here by Sandeep Gill. Okay, Raj, we actually have a strong squad. We have a bad manager. Okay, actually, my question, I'm reading all your comments, Sandeep. But then my question to you, all right. Firstly, let's just chill first. We are all United fans. Unless you are not a United fan, then please.
No, Sandeep, I didn't say we
Uh,
are not having a strong squad. What I'm saying is Ole is going to continue picking his favorites. That's exactly what it's meant by. The manager is not competent enough for the squad, and he's not playing to the strength of the squad. That's what I meant. I didn't say that. That is why I said we enjoy Ronaldo while he is, and we enjoy whoever the player that is playing for. That is how I'm taking the season as it goes forth. I'm not saying that, wow, Ole is the best manager in the universe or whatnot. So that's what I actually meant.
Yeah, and then in a way also, yes. I mean, as a fan, yes, the obvious thing is Ole out is, but we've been listening to this for so long, nothing is gonna
Yeah.
happen. What is gonna happen is it's gonna create tension among the fan base, like what is happening. Yes, you're a fan from 1991. We got fans from 1980s, also even before the Fergie eras, also we also have in our community, you see. So we totally understand. The only thing that when once we get vocal about Ole out and nothing is happening, tension will build up, people will start arguing and whatnot. Okay, and then just to share with you guys, even within our panel also, we actually also argued also over the last I think week or so. We actually argued, and then it got really really very intense. And do you want to see this kind of thing happening in our fan base? I mean, the rivals all will be laughing at us, but yeah, our performance, one thing is already crap already, and on top of that, we are fighting against ourselves. So maybe okay, maybe let's put it in a way that whereby we can actually come up with solutions whereby we can enjoy the game, regardless whether Ole goes or Ole stays and whatnot. We gotta find a way to at least enjoy the game. Whatever comments that you have, maybe some constructive comments that at least can calm us down. At least we can feel better and whatnot. End of the game, why we are doing this? Why are we watching football? Why are we making videos like this? It's for us to feel good. It's something that we truly love. Okay, and then these things with regards to Ole is out of our control and whatnot. We can't do anything about it. So let's just enjoy the game at the moment, lah.
Yeah, don't that's the thing. For example, like regardless which we are losing or winning the match or drawing the match, when players give their everything on the field, we feel happy, we feel satisfied, like this is our man, this is our guys, this is our team. They are giving their heart, they are giving their everything on the field. This is what we expect. We wait for football matches during the international break, during all this week. We always look forward to watch the match. For players to perform for us, for the audience, for the fans around the world, this is what we want. We can
Yes.
sometimes we will lose a match. Sometimes we will lose the match on penalties. Sometimes we will lose the finals. It doesn't mean that we are going to stop following football. No, we will still
Yes.
follow football. We still love Manchester United and we want the best for the club. But the club wants to stay with Ole, then we cannot do anything. But the least we can expect is the players, the managers, they learn from their mistakes and they put something on the pitch which give us a hope, which keeps up intact with the club.
Correct. Totally agree with you. So maybe we take a step back. We turn down our passion by maybe like I mentioned 50%.
As much
You know,
Sandeep, we really respect you. We love you with all our heart from JomUnited. We are as passionate as you are, and let's stay together. That's all I'm saying.
Yes,
All of
correct,
us have
correct.
differences in opinions and differences in discussion. As you said, it's a discussion, right? So let's all of us have in a discussion. Everyone has differing opinions. So we welcome your opinion as well and your comments and all the other guys, Vimal and all. So Josh, thanks for joining us. Laptop pulled a Maguire on me.
Additional one more viewer on the live stream. Oh yeah, guys. I mean, we do a quick one. We're already 30 minutes in already. So maybe score prediction, Raj.
I'm not really hoping much. I just hope a win, 2-0. That's it.
Okay, Said, how about you,
I'm
Said?
sick and tired of losing, guys, to be very honest.
Said,
I think
Said.
like
I can't.
few minutes ago I gave my prediction in our group. I think I was going for 0-3 win for United because Ole is saying like they will he
Bounce.
assure us that they will give everything and there will be a reaction, and he was saying like he's very sure there will be a good performance. So good performance, then I'm expecting 3-0. But if, for example, like I was talking to Smurf and then he said like 3-0 away is enough and we can expect at least one mistake from Maguire. So I think now I will go for United to win 2-1 away.
But yeah, actually, that's the thing lah. Maybe now we just go for the form of entertainment lah. Take down the passion a notch. Just enjoy the game, and then we see what happens lah.
And take down
So
the
myself,
take down the expectation as well. Yeah, low down
expectations
the
exactly.
expectation. Yeah.
Yeah, so like what I was telling the guys in Telegram group. So just take this as another football game that rivals are playing. We are just watching from the outside. Just enjoy the game, enjoy the goals. All right. Hopefully, yeah, like Raj mentioned, Ronaldo
Hopefully this
banks
is
in a few.
England against Albania or England against San Marino.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. I think we are at the end of the show. So thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining us. Okay, we'll see you guys. Oh yeah,
I'm
tomorrow
trying to
we'll
be
be.
as positive as possible, Dom.
This is superb. You're smiling, man. You're smiling. Look back at the past few videos. Oh my god, like it's like grumpy uncle. Anyway, we'll be
Come on,
live again
United.
tomorrow. We'll be this is fake, man. This is anyway, guys.
Come on,
There's a
United,
United
come
right
on.
at the back of you.
Anyway, guys,
Like
we'll be live again tomorrow at 10 p.m. for our match reaction. All right, so join us tomorrow night, and also we will have the player ratings also. So we will, after the game, you guys can start voting. The links will be in the description, the usual link. All right, we'll see you guys. Take care. Enjoy the show. The show must go on.
3 points.